I want y'all to know that I was not going to do this. So when y'all go back and watch this replay and you're wondering, like, wow, Markia hasn't been live lately. I wonder what she's talking about. Just know that it was never supposed to be this. This was never supposed to be the reason why I went live. What's up, everybody? For those of you who are new here, for those of you who are not too familiar with my content, or for those of you who just missed me, my name is Markia. I'm known as the Money Plug here on social media. I am a accredited financial counselor, a certified financial education instructor, and a board certified credit repair specialist. And as much as I would like to say that today I came on here with like good intentions, and as much as I would like to say that I came on here wanting to like teach y'all some shit, that's not what this live is about. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. You might learn some things, but that is not the intention. That is not the intention for this. Let's be clear. So it's been brought to my attention the past couple of days that apparently I've pissed some people off. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. When have I not pissed people off? It's kind of my thing. However, I really want to clear some shit up because, like, I don't know if they don't know that I don't give a fuck, or their followers don't know that I don't give a fuck, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know that I don't give a fuck. So let me give y'all some backstory for those of you who are not in the personal finance space, because this is like very niche beef. This is very niche beef. So for those of you who are familiar with personal finance content, all of you know who Dave Ramsey is. Some old ass white dude who made a bunch of money telling people how not to be poor, right? Good on you. Like, solid business plans, like, good for you. Now, what I will say is I don't have no personal beef with Dave Ramsey. It's just like, I hate that that's because my Jimbo's charging. I don't have no personal beef with this man. I've never met this man, never talked to this dude. My beef was originally that I really need Black people to kind of release themselves from the shackles of the total money makeover, right? Everybody think that this like gonna keep going off, y'all, because my Jimbo is charging, so I'm gonna just leave it off. Everybody think that like Dave Ramsey is like the messiah of personal finance, and I get it. For a lot of people, it's their initial impression with personal finance, right? That's their first more knowledgeable other that people kind of steer them towards. When I first started, my content has like my platform has never been about Dave Ramsey. From this moment forward, my content will never be about Dave Ramsey. And if you've been following me, you know that's not my thing. Like, I barely talk about that man on here. 2 years ago, now for those of you who've been around for a while, you're going to remember this. 2 years ago, my TikTok got taken down. TikTok is my largest platform. For those of you who don't know, I have over 200,000 followers on TikTok. And my TikTok got taken down 2 years ago because I made a video. And the video was a really popular stitch that was going around at the time. And it was like, name a hill that you'll die on 1,000%. To which I responded, Dave Ramsey's advice was not for Black people. Now I'm going to pause right there because Dave Ramsey's advice was not for Black people. And I stand on that hill 1,000%. I have no problem repeating that, right? The thing that y'all don't understand is that when you run a business, right, there's a such thing called a target audience, right? Now, us not being Dave Ramsey's target audience is okay. That don't make that man racist. That don't mean he hates Black people. It just means we were not the intended audience when he created his content. And there's absolutely nothing fucking wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with acknowledging that. I say it all the time. I make personal finance content for Black people. I'm for the niggas, strictly for the niggas. But if there are white people who can glean some information from the things that I share, good on you. If there are Black people who can learn from the teachings of Dave Ramsey's, good job, bro. But what y'all feel, I think the disconnect that a lot of people have is that everybody think that Dave Ramsey invented getting out of debt. Everybody think that Dave Ramsey is like the father of the like anti-debt movement or spend less than you make or whatever the fuck. Bro, he's a regular nigga. Dave Ramsey's a regular man who knew shit that a lot of us didn't, put it in a book, made a bunch of money. There's nothing wrong with that. But we were never his intended audience. And if you listen, like if you truly listen to his content and you take the Jesus out of it, right? Because a lot of people get stuck on that because they think that they share a religion with him. So like that makes them like, that he's talking to me, right? We've all been to a church and you walk in and you feel like the pastor is like looking at your life and speaking directly to you. He has that impact on people with the spiritual aspect of his content, right? Cool. But he's just a regular nigga. He's just a dude who got some information about personal finance shit. I don't understand why people can't disassociate these things. Now, 2 years ago when I made that video, I had a decent sized platform. I had about 100,000 followers at the time, I want to say, or close to it, I believe. And I was very proud of my platform. That was the first time I've ever spoken about Dave Ramsey on my platform when I made that video. And the cult came out. What happened was TikTok picked up the video for like one of their dump YouTube pages or whatever to like push more content. And so it started gaining traction. I'm talking, it was making Reddit threads about your girl. Like I had the girls talking. Do you hear me? The girls was talking. And so they all got together and mass reported my content and got my TikTok banned. I was banned for like a week straight. And I was appealing and protesting and all this stuff. Got my page back because I was able to prove that it was mass reporting due to a piece of content that came out, right? Yes, shout out to y'all because Tino, they came hard. My following came harder because I got my baby back. But whatever. Got the page back, and that was it. I made a couple videos in response to the comments on that video, kind of further elaborating on what I meant by, Dave Ramsey's content not being for Black people. There are certain aspects of being Black in America that a white man will never be able to relate to, right? So like, everybody was like, oh, you mean poor people? No. I don't mean just poor people. The thing about being poor, right? No matter if you're white or Black people will always have a different experience, no matter what tax bracket you're in. Okay? Poor Black people have a different experience than poor white people. Rich Black people have a different experience than rich white people. So Dave Ramsey will never be able to connect with us on that level. Like, Dave Ramsey didn't get the look growing up. You get what I'm saying? Like, Dave Ramsey didn't, he didn't grow up in a banking desert. This man was born with money. He had money. He fucked it up, filed bankruptcy, started over, and then sold us the blueprint to make it seem like this is what you got to do. You want to be like me? You got to do this. You want to be a rich white man because that's what America say you got to be? This is what you got to do. That is how that man got to where he is. And I'm not shitting on him. Do your thing, right? What I said was we were never the intended audience for his content. And it's true. If you listen to the things that he's saying and like some of the like tips and shit that he give, that shit not realistic. And one of the points that I made was poverty. He's never experienced poverty. He's never been Black and impoverished. So he can't speak to that. So the people who are living that reality, who are turning to the Total Money Makeover to like learn how to get out of it, they can't relate to him. So they can take all the classes and read all the books and sign up for all the courses, but it's never going to really sink in for a lot of these people because there's a certain thing missing, right? That connection that really makes it sink in. And as I dive deeper into things like understanding the trauma associated with like growing up and like how experiences kind of tailor your future and your relationship with money and things like that, I'm knowing more and more that I'm right. I want to start this conversation off by saying I have never needed a Black man to validate anything that I've said on this platform before, and I will not start now. So the fact that Anthony O'Neal and whoever that bald-headed ass nigga on the Millionaire Morning Show is decided not to agree with me, that did not hurt my feelings. I am used to shaking the table. I am used to people not fucking with me. That's never bothered me. I really thought the Anthony O'Neal thing was weird because let me tell you something. This video is from 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I met Anthony O'Neal last year at FinCon. I've had multiple conversations with Anthony O'Neal at FinCon. We joined a WhatsApp group chat at FinCon, right? So like if you truly wanted to have a dialogue around what I said 2 fucking years ago, there was no reason that you couldn't have reached out. There was no reason that he couldn't have said, hey, sis, I see that you said this. I see that you're very passionate about it. I would like to have a conversation with you. No conversation was had. What was even weirder to me is like, you used my video for what, Anthony? What bullshit ass point was you trying to prove with my video? He quote unquote was setting the record straight with Dave Ramsey. Nobody asked you to. None of us expected you to bite the hand that feeds you. So I don't know why you decided to use my video as the catalyst to launch this like huge crusade against like, well, Dave, there's nothing wrong with Dave Ramsey's advice. But then later in the video, you said that you stepped away from Dave Ramsey because you wanted to like meet your people where they were. You wanted to better serve Black people because you knew that Dave Ramsey wasn't serving us. You knew that Dave Ramsey never gave a fuck about us. So you agree with me later in the video. So for those of you who don't know, I have a 9-to-5. I work in marketing and advertising. And something that I've been learning over the year that I've been doing this is that there's a tactic known as kill the beast, right? That's what we call it. Kill the Beast. Y'all remember on Beauty and the Beast when Gaston was going around showing everybody the mirror of the Beast out of context. It was the Beast grieving the loss of Belle, right? But really he was like screaming out into the void and like roaring and all that shit. And Gaston was using that to like rile up the village, right? Kill the Beast. Like y'all remember that part, right? And then later on in the movie, we find out that like his real beef with the Beast was that you wanted his bitch. You agreed with the Beast that Belle was the baddest bitch on earth, and you wanted her too. So you agreed with the Beast. This is a very popular tactic in social media, especially when you are establishing authority in an industry. Like you, you purposely made me the villain of your video just to later agree with me. It was the same candy bar in a different wrapper. It was giving Fruit Loops and Fruitios. It was giving Cheerios and Tostios. It was giving Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Cinnamon Squares. Like you literally said exactly what I said about how Dave Ramsey content was not curated for Black people. So you decided to step away from Dave Ramsey so that you could have a better control of what you were saying to that particular audience. But you vilified me. And I let you slide. I didn't even say nothing, right? Exactly. So somebody on TikTok just said, you know what bothered me about Anthony? The Budgetnista doesn't approve of DR, but Anthony had her on his platform after he talked about you. But he can use you because you're not as big yet. Let me tell y'all something. This was intentional. Here's another little market employee for y'all. The reason why he posted my video before he did the Budgetnistas, and let me tell y'all, the devil worked hard, but his team works harder, right? The reason why he posted that video right before he added the Budgetnista is like the Oprah Winfrey for Black women in personal finance, right? You cannot say nothing bad about the Budgetnista because that lady ain't never did nothing to nobody. That lady is literally like an idol to me almost. Like I very much look up to her. I've actually had the opportunity to talk to her. I've had the opportunity to meet her. Like she's amazing. So he was able to talk shit about me. And the girls who in the personal finance space, we all know how he is with Black women. It is no secret that I was about to call him Anthony Anderson. I apologize. Anthony O'Neill has stepped on Black women to get to where he is. That is not a secret. He constantly puts us down or belittles and diminishes our what is the word I'm looking for? Our impact on this movement. To get to where he is, right? To make himself look better. Cool. That's not a secret. I wasn't surprised, just so we're clear. I was never surprised. However, it was very intentional of him doing my video and then doing the video with the Budgetnista because now can't nobody say he don't like Black women because look, he is given very much, I'm not racist. I got Black friends. See? You get what I'm saying? We can't say, oh, he just don't like Black women because he immediately had a Black woman on his podcast or whatever the fuck that is. Which is crazy to me because throughout this whole thing, throughout my entire time on any of these platforms, I've never had nothing bad to say about Anthony O'Neill. I've intentionally never mentioned him, or if somebody brought him up, I'd be like, I don't have an opinion on him. Y'all need to talk to him because I'm always rooting for everybody Black. The man ain't giving out no false information, so I ain't got no beef with him. Now, y'all know if you follow me on TikTok or if you follow me on anything, really, y'all know my only beef is with incorrect information. So just because I personally don't like Anthony O'Neill does not mean that the information that he has is not valuable. You get what I'm saying? So not one time in my professional career have I ever disrespected that fucking man, right? But for him to sit there, not only did you not reach out and ask me permission to use my audio in your video, you didn't even ask me to come on and clarify my statements. You just decided to use me as cannon fodder on your war to like reclaim your Blackness and show people that you for us, by us. Boy, kiss the blackest part of my ass. For somebody who swears up and down that you're for the community, you have done more harm for us than good for us. And yeah, all right, cool. Y'all, there's people who follow him. Go for it. Y'all like him? Good on you. I don't. And after this, now I know it's not just a professional thing. I know that like he intentionally used my video to be inflammatory. And the crazy thing is he used not even the video that actually went viral. He used one of the videos in that series that was more impassioned, right? He used a video where I was very angry, where I was very upset, and I was not as articulate as I probably could have been, right? Instead of using a video where I actually was very clear with what I was saying, where my point was really getting across, he picked the most irritating ass video that he could to paint a specific picture of me. And I will never forgive you for that. That was extremely intentional. And right, so the thing about that was he intentionally did not say my name. And for that reason only, I'm going to give him a little respect. It's crazy, right? I'm going to give him a little bit of respect for that. But that's because I'm about to shit on this next person. I'm going to give him a bit of respect for not saying my name. Number one, He never asked me for permission to use my video, so him not using my name was definitely intentional. There's a certain thing on YouTube called the fair use policy where you can use other people's content in your content if you are doing specific things and doing with the content. Does that make sense? So there are certain things that, like, legally he would have had to ask my permission to use my video or use my audio if he would have done certain things in his video. So I'm gonna give him that. Like I said, devil works hard. Anthony O'Neill's team works harder. But at the end of the day, one thing that I will say about Anthony O'Neill is that while he did not disrespect me as a person, he disrespected, he didn't, matter of fact, I can't even say he disrespected me. He disagreed with me and used my video to prove his whack ass point. Bravo. You another lame ass nigga with a microphone. Congratulations. Because at the end of the day, that's exactly what you are. I don't give a fuck how big your platform is. You're a bully. You're lame. You're whack. You think you're the Black Dave Ramsey and you're not. Get over it. Boom. That's all I'm saying. But what I will say is he was a lot more professional and a lot more tactful than this next. When I tell y'all, I really believe that when God created the man who made microphones, I genuinely do not think that he thought these whack ass niggas was gonna get it. It's like Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, just empowered the wrong niggas. Like, I get that social media is a place for us to pass information along, and social media is a place for us to all come together and share all of these things. But certain things you should just keep to yourself. And that little bald head ass nigga on the Millionaire Morning Show could have kept all that shit he had to say about me to his motherfucking self. I promise I could have slept peacefully with just Anthony O'Neill talking his shit. I wasn't even gonna respond. I did like a little funny ass, like, ha 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 on fucking Instagram, but like that was it. But what the fuck? And it's so funny because somebody named Anthony sent me that video. Shout out to About That Wallet podcast. But when he sent that motherfucking video to me and was like, Markia, somebody else used your video. Now, let me tell you something about Anthony, About That Wallet Anthony, not Anthony O'Neill. Fuck Anthony O'Neill. Let's talk about That Wallet podcast. One thing about That Wallet podcast that I will always respect is that man comes for facts. So when he saw that video, the first thing he did was come to me and say, did you know about this? The guy said that he tried to talk, that he reached out to you to speak to him. Did he do that? Like, he was asking for clarification. He was asking me, like, what's going on? Oh, his name is Anton. Fuck Anton. Let me tell y'all something. One thing I've never been worried about is my platform. Do you know why? Because one thing about a financially secure woman is that she's never needed a nigga to co-sign nothing she had going on. So if this get me canceled, oh baby, I genuinely don't give a fuck. But fuck Anton. Anton can kiss the blackest motherfucking part of my ass twice. Do you hear me? So when I told Anthony no, I thought this was the Anthony O'Neill video. And I thought that it was just going to be a little bit of the same thing. But when I clicked on it, this man is such a fucking groupie. It's ridiculous. First of all, he knows for a fact that video is 2 years old. Talking about I recently went viral. That's not even my most viral post. That video ain't even cracking the top 5. Like, let's call it what it is. You saw Anthony O'Neill get a bunch of views off of my video, and you saw the visceral response in his comments that people had to what he had to say about me. And you was like, monkey see, monkey do. You copycat nigga. If somebody who cannot think for themselves was a person, it would be you. You create content that panders to a specific audience to not only be, you're so anti-black, it's fucking crazy. You are not only anti-black, you are anti-black woman. You are anti-woman in general. You a fucking nobody with a microphone who say the most controversial shit you can to get a couple views for a check. You one of them people who would suck dick for a check. I know it. I know it. You know how I know? Because you're doing it now. You're doing it now. You're doing it now. You don't know me from a can of paint. You don't know me at all. I think the thing, you know what? And to be completely honest, I wasn't even upset until somebody told me, like, oh, he said he reached out to you for comment. He said he reached out to you so that, oh, it was Jonathan. I apologize, Anthony. Jonathan was the one that sent it to me. Shout out to Jonathan. But, bro, like, he really, that just threw me off. I'm sorry, Anthony. Oh, they say that he said that he reached out to me for comment. Now, y'all know if it's one thing a bitch like to do, a bitch like to argue. If it's one thing a bitch like to do, I don't give a fuck about that man pocket. Somebody gonna comment talking about some Anton got deep pockets, debate his message. Why would I debate his message when he debated me? Him talking about my accreditation in credit repair, which is an actual real thing. The Credit Consultants Association exists, and that's where I got my certifications from. He attacked me. So why do I give a fuck about his pockets? Fuck him and his pockets. You know what he did to get those pockets, them deep pockets? Look what he did to get them deep pockets. Minding my fucking business. I ain't did nothing to this man. Anyway, that just made me mad. Talking about his deep pockets. Boy, kiss my motherfucking ass. Do you really know how deep my pockets run? I get paid to breathe, baby. Like, let's call it what it is. He said he didn't know if it was real. Then he shouldn't have fucking spoke on it. The thing that I need content creators to understand, if you don't know, then shut the fuck up. If you don't know, then shut the fuck up. Not only he said he didn't know, but you attacked me first before saying, oh, I could just be ignorant about it. So what the fuck you say anything? What did you even say anything for? And any reputable media person, right, would do their research before they came on here and called themselves like eviscerating me. Any professional would have done their research, and I know he did his research. So let me tell y'all, okay, let's get into it. Like let's really talk tea. The one, I don't give a fuck he said he's a deca millionaire, y'all. Somebody in here talking about he's a deca millionaire. You must be a groupie. Hey, groupie. Hey. Anyway, this is the part that really pissed me off, right? So the video that he used was a different video than Anthony O'Neill, but it was still 2 years old. However, the image in his thumbnail was from a video that I posted about a week ago, talking about my FSA and how I had the rest of the year to spend that money, right? And then the image that he's using for his overlay of me in the yellow shirt is specifically on Instagram and Facebook. And it is a video it was an image that was posted within the last couple of months or so, right? So he's done his research. He's done his research. He's been on my platforms. So I thought it was really weird that he attacked my accreditation for credit repair in that video when you've been on my Instagram recently and you clearly see that I'm a financial counselor. And the very first pinned post on my Instagram is my certificate as an accredited financial counselor through the AFCPE. That is a FINRA regulated designation. I'm not some bitch that picked up a fucking microphone and just started talking. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I do my research before I get on here and start just saying shit out my mouth. Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them. But the difference between you and me is that my opinions, these things that I'm saying, are rooted in facts, statistics, data. We're not even I don't even understand what the whole intention of you was with diminishing my accomplishment. I don't give a fuck if it was just a high school diploma I was on here bragging about. An accomplishment is an accomplishment is an accomplishment. And as a black woman, it is very disheartening but not surprising that a black man got on here and tried to belittle and demean me and my accomplishments. Isn't that crazy? I wasn't surprised. That's so sad. That's so disheartening. Instead of you actually reaching out to me and actually having a conversation with me about whatever it was that bothered you about my video, you decided to get on here. So you saying he would suck dick for a check is factual or professional? It's factual. He's doing it. I didn't mean it literally, but I mean, if you want to go there, we can go there. I think there's a better way than attacking each other. I don't give a fuck what you think. See, here we go. Another black man thinking that I give a fuck. I'm not taking no high road. Oh, you don't know me. This man told me take the high road. Listen, hey, y'all, what's my motto? What's my motto? When they go low, we're going to hell. I am not Michelle Obama, people. I am not Maxine Waters. My name is Markia Anise Brown. I've never proclaimed to be better than people. I've never proclaimed to be above it all. I've never proclaimed to be above anything. I've never proclaimed to be not petty. I've never said that I was classy. I never said none of that shit. Y'all assumed all that. Y'all assumed all that. Because me, oh, baby, we can fight. Baby, pull up. Like, I'm still on that type of time. That does not make me immature. That does not make me childish. That makes me a realist. That makes me honest. That makes me, I don't know, open. Right? I do not have to pander to an audience on here for a check. Period. So I can say whatever the fuck I want to say on here. Because at the end of the day, I still got paid. They did all that for Dave Ramsey and he don't care about them. Oh, baby. You know what? I can't even say that. Because Anthony O'Neill and Dave Ramsey are like this. So I never expected him to speak out against him or to agree with me publicly, even though he agreed with me on that video. You know what I'm saying? I've never expected him to be anything other than what he was. And I think that's why I really wasn't that upset about the Anthony O'Neill thing. Like, I just made like a little funny video and just like pushed it off to the side. It wasn't a big deal. But this other nigga, bro, who are you? First of all, I've never heard of this motherfucking man before now. Never fucking heard of him. And they're like, when I sent the video out to people in the community, because what y'all might not know is my platform might not be the biggest, but a bitch is tied in. Okay, they don't call me the plug for nothing. Do you hear me? Do y'all know some of the people that I know from this community? I'm sending the video out and nobody had any idea who this Deca millionaire is. You're just another bald nigga with a microphone and a horrible opinion. And a bunch of people kissing your ass. Cool. I'm not gonna stop your YouTube bag, bro. Do your thing. I've never been one to stop people's cash flow. Go for it. But you didn't have to use me to do it. Especially because you got my face plastered all over your shit. You got me on the thumbnail. You got me in an overlay. You told everybody what my name was. And then y'all know what was so funny? And this is such a sorry ass 40 laws of power manipulation tactic. When he started the fucking video, right? He was like, oh, I think she called herself. Hold on, let me check. If y'all think that man did not memorize what the fuck my name was before that fucking video, you're an idiot. He said, personally, I only trust certified financial planners with a fiduciary responsibility. Dave likes to scam his followers by directing them to predatory financial advisors. So I hate to bust your bubble, but I am not a certified planner. However, I am a fiduciary. As an accredited financial counselor, I am a fiduciary. I'm going to need y'all to brush up on y'all designations if y'all going to sit here and try to tell me that mine don't mean shit. I need y'all to get a couple letters behind your name before you start coming for me at this point. I'm a fiduciary. I am an accredited financial counselor. Every single designation that I hold ties me to an organization that has things called an ethics board. There are certain criteria that I have to meet for every single designation that I have. Let's spell it out for you, right? I'm a certified financial education instructor through the National Financial Educators Council. I'm an accredited financial counselor through the AFCPE. I also hold my board certified credit repair specialist, board certified credit consultant. I also hold my credit score consultant, just a regular one. All of these from the Credit Consultants Association. You can look them up. That's an actual thing, right? For all of these certifications, there was a certain test that I had to pass to earn it, right? I had to study really, really hard for a really long time to earn these certifications. So for any of these niggas that come on here and try to attack my intelligence, to try to attack my my certifications, I'm not necessarily, all right, let me step back a little bit. I'm not saying this to you. I'm directing this to everybody. But what I'm saying is, for anybody to come on here and try to belittle or demean me because the letters behind my name don't match your favorite person, spoiler alert, Dave Ramsey doesn't have any behind his name, but what the fuck ever. Like, that's wild to me. I've invested a lot of time and money into ensuring that my audience gets the most authentic, most factual information out there, right? Like, there was a caller who needed this, but the husband was focused on getting out of debt. His daughter paid for their food after that call. Oh, I don't even know what that's about. Sorry. I got sidetracked reading comments. But like, I just think it's so crazy that people will sit here and talk shit about me when I took the extra steps to educate myself to make sure that my audience is getting the best education possible from me. What's so wrong about that? What's so wrong about that, Mr. Baldhead nigga? Huh? What's so wrong with that? Yo, I'm not trying to go off as bad as I want to, because like, I've changed, y'all. Like I think the biggest frustration for me is having to see myself from 2 years ago be vilified for my communication tactics when that was all I had at the time. Like, 2 years ago, I was not the person that I am now. I was not the content creator that I am now. 2 years ago, a lot of those videos in that series was very passionate, right? Those videos were very passionate because I was very upset. The things that people were saying about me in them comments, those people mass reported my content after years of hard work and got my entire page taken down. Like, I was angry, rightfully so. And so the way that I responded was not, the best. I'll be honest. And so having to see that and to have people pointing at that and saying, see, this who y'all look up to, that's wild to me. And it's very offensive to the progress that I've made in the 2 years since those videos have been posted. Because 2020 Markia would have cussed all of y'all the fuck out. 2020 Markia would have pulled up. 2020 Markia would have texted and been like, yo, so like, is beef? 2020 Markia would have had receipts. Like, yes, oh my God, you content, like I used to tell you daily, delete that post. 2020 Markia was on that type of time, right? 2023 Markia has grown as a person, has grown as an educator, and has grown as a content creator. So you don't see those kinds of videos anymore. You see videos now where I take the time to be more articulate with my message. You see the videos now where I am being a little bit more selective with the words that I use, where I've learned, the difference between intention and impact, right? I'm learning as I go. I don't have people teaching me how to do this. I don't have a team. It's literally just me. You know why? I do this out the kindness of my heart. Yes, this has evolved into a business for me, but the Money Plug is and always will be a passion project for me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This is not even the number one way how I feed my family. I've done things in my life that has secured my financial future and the financial future of my children. And I had some extra time on my hands. So what did I do? I decided to get on social media and share that with y'all. I've never got on here and purported myself to be a millionaire because I'm not. I've never got on here and said that I'm perfect because I ain't. I never got on here and said I was anything other than a regular person doing regular people shit. If you've been following me for a while, y'all know that was literally my tagline. I'm just a regular person doing regular people shit. I am a mom. I have 5 kids. I drive a Honda Odyssey. You get what I'm saying? I got a full-time job. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't get on here and push a lifestyle on y'all. Like, look at my mansion. Look at my fly-ass whip. Look at these fly-ass clothes. Oh, fuck you, because I do got fly-ass clothes. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I've never been one of those people. I've never been on here shucking and jiving for a check. Do you get what I'm saying? Everything that I've ever done for any of these platforms, I've done out the kindness of my heart. I've done because I don't want to see people where I was all those years ago. I've done this because I once was tired of asking people to change the world when I wasn't doing anything to do it myself. That is why I started the Money Plug. That is why I get on here and make the content that I make. Not only that, I have been formally recognized for my contributions. So this whole I've never heard of her, don't know who she is, good. I've never asked you to recognize me. I've never asked for recognition. This is a thankless job. But you know who recognized me, right? The Savvy Ladies nonprofit organization. They're an organization that is dedicated to the financial empowerment of women. And this year, I received their Female Finfluencer Award for my contributions to the financial education of women. You know who else? Oh, shit. Look at me about to break shit. You know who else fuck with me real heavy? Debt.com. Look at me dropping shit again. Butterfingers. Debt.com fuck with me real heavy. Oh, I forgot my gimbal was turned off. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, Instagram. It's going to keep moving. Debt.com fuck with me. Y'all see that? Best credit repair advice on FinTalk. And that's a whole, like, very reputable organization. Like, their whole thing is getting people out of debt. Like, I was featured. If you go look at my Instagram, it says it in my bio. I was featured in the New York Times. I just got a request for quotes from the New York Post. I've been featured on CBS. I've been on Fox News. Like, let's call it what it is. I'm not some bitch that just picked up a microphone and that kills y'all. I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about, and that kills y'all. Because even with me being as passionate as I was in those videos, even me not being as articulate as I am now, people still fuck with the girl. And that kills y'all. Instead of y'all making y'all whack ass points and then moving on about your business, you call yourself putting me in it to try to create some villain that you can now save your people from. Save yourself. Save yourself from the shackles that YouTube chat got on you, my guy. Save yourself from the shackles of being anti-Black in front of your audience does to you. Because there's no way you're sleeping peaceful at night. And to be honest, like, it wasn't even what y'all said that bothered me. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, Nakia ain't Reynolds' little bitch. I've learned over the years that my value lies in me. I define what I am worth. I define who I am, and I define what all this means to me. Nothing y'all say gonna make me feel bad. I'm not taking it back because it's still fuck Dave Ramsey, and now it's fuck y'all too. I am not one of those little girls who y'all gonna bully on these platforms. I don't give a fuck how many views you get. I don't. It's never been about the views for me. You know what really gets me going? Y'all know what really makes me happy? Y'all know why I truly get up and do this shit, even on the days when I'm tired, even on the days when y'all really like piss me the fuck off in these comments, even on the days when y'all call yourself talking shit about me in these Facebook groups, even on the days when like y'all just, I don't know, just don't fuck with me. Y'all know what really keep me going? The Mark here from 2014, who left an abusive relationship with nothing but the clothes on her back and the 2 kids in the back of a beat up Toyota Corolla, could have used somebody like me. I am the change that I wished to see in the world. And that is what keeps me going. I've never asked any of you niggas for validation. I've never asked any of you niggas to co-sign for me. None of y'all. Like, ever. So the fact that a lot of people thought that by these two random ass black women, I'm sorry, black men, I apologize. That was not a dig. I really apologize. The fact that these two black men decided to belittle, demean, and or I guess attempt to embarrass me on their very large platforms was weird to me, but it ain't changed nothing. I still woke up. I still get paid on the 1st and the 15th. My internet on. I got lights. My kids happy. I'm healthy. Like, I don't know what y'all was trying to do. What was the reason? Like, what was y'all trying to accomplish? You thought it was going to stop? Y'all thought I was going to quit? No, you couldn't have thought that. Let me tell you, many niggas have tried to break me. Many niggas, better niggas than you all, have tried to break me, and it didn't work. It didn't work. And it ain't gonna work now. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I had changed for a little bit. I had eased up on like really dragging you motherfuckers across social media by the back of your fucking beady ass neck. I've really been chilling. I've really been relaxing. But now I see I'm gonna have to turn up because y'all taking my kindness for weakness. Y'all thought when I let Anthony O'Neal slide for his bullshit because I kind of expect that weirdo ass behavior, right? Weirdo's gonna weirdo. I really expected that from that, right? I expected that from him. This other nigga came out of nowhere. But I can see that it came out of nowhere because he assumed that I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. You thought wrong. Now, while this will be the only time, right, that I will ever in my life let some bald-head weirdo fucking knock me off my square, I do want to take the time to say this. Y'all worry about me when y'all got other problems y'all need to worry about. I'm going to let that one simmer because I done heard some things about Mr. Anton. But you got other things you need to be worried about, and it do not include me. You got other things you need to be worried about, and it does not include me. His methods work for those that use money. Okay, so let's go back to Dave Ramsey, since that's clearly what you want to talk about. Dave Ramsey did not invent getting out of debt. Dave Ramsey did not invent spending less than you make. Dave Ramsey did not invent not going to Starbucks so that you can afford to retire at 65. There's nothing special about Dave Ramsey other than the fact that he's a white man who got a publishing deal. And he had a damn good marketing team. That's it. The fact that Anthony O'Neal, that other nigga, and the rest of you continue to intentionally dismiss or invalidate my very valid claim that Dave Ramsey's content was not curated with Black people in mind because of the fact that he is not Black himself and therefore cannot relate to that audience and was never really given a fuck about relating to that audience. It's so weird to me. I never said the man was racist. I just said that he didn't make that shit for Black people. And it's cool. BET wasn't for Black people. White people still watch it. My point with all of that content is that there's nothing special about Dave Ramsey. There are plenty of Black people in the community who can give you this information, who teach these methods, and can even relate to you and say it in a way where you don't feel like you got to change everything about who you are to make it relate to you. I really need y'all to release yourselves from the shackles of, I'm not even going to say it because that's going to be a whole nother conversation and that's going to start a whole nother thing. Ooh, I almost went a little bit too far. But just know this, just because they talk about Jesus in their content does not mean that they're right. That's all I'm going to say. Just because there's a spiritual aspect that you might be like, hey, we're cousins, like we go to the same church or whatever the fuck, does not mean that he is the Messiah. The white saviorism complex is very prevalent in the personal finance community due to the narrative in America that in order to be successful, you got to be white. Or you got to move like white people. If you want to be a millionaire in America, you got to be a rich white man or act like one. And that white saviorism complex has bled into financial education and the lack thereof in the Black community. And that's why a lot of us can't get out of poverty. That's why a lot of us who are out of poverty can't make it to that next level. That's why a lot of the videos and the courses and the books, no matter how many you take, you're just not fucking getting it. It's because you're clinging to this savior who you thought was just going to lift you up out of poverty just because y'all both believe in Jesus. So you just thought that shit was going to work out. That's not how it works. I'm taking a course right now. Shout out to Rakim. Sabri, because we're taking a course right now called Trauma of Money. And the deeper and deeper I go into this course, and the more I understand what trauma is, and how that impacts our overall relationship with people, with our children, with our spouses, with our parents, and with our money, I'm learning so much about why people are so obsessed with him. I'm like, it's just clicking for me because we were always told that this was the way. The inherited trauma, the generational, if for those of you who are familiar with epidemics, right? That generational trauma on top of the relational trauma, on top of the trauma that you experienced during your lifetime. All of these things are then wrapped up and tied with a bow of you're Black in America, so nothing you do or say will ever be good enough. And in order for you to be good enough, you need to listen to these white people. That's I really need y'all to kind of like release yourself from that shackle. And I feel like this is only a conversation that's going to be had in our community because it doesn't benefit him if you break those shackles. Are you going to the AFCPE symposium next week? Oh, I was going to go, but no, I'm sorry. I've been traveling so much. Like literally this weekend, I'm working the Big Ten championship game. And then the end of next month, I'm going to be at the NHL Winter Classic. I work in marketing and advertising. So I just don't got time. But I'm thinking, I keep saying I was going to be virtual, but I don't know. I just really don't have time to. But I'm gonna be there next year. I'm actually, you know what's so crazy? Myself and Rakim will be teaching a class. It hasn't been announced yet because I have to send them my slides. But we're teaching a class through the AFCPE on this exact topic about why representation matters in personal finance and why y'all might not be reaching y'all Black audience the way y'all think y'all are. And let's be clear, I'm not just somebody who just be talking. I spoke last year at the 2022 DEI Summit for the National Credit Union Administration about why these credit unions and why these financial institutions are not reaching these communities, why these communities are underbanked. It's because of stuff like this. It's because y'all cannot release yourself from the shackles of Dave Ramsey. And so you are holding on to the internalized trauma that you have experienced in your lifetime. You just don't know it yet. And of course, he's not going to teach it to you because it benefits his pockets. Why would he? It's like when doctors, like when shitty doctors prescribe you medication so that you keep coming back. They don't want you to get healthy. Why would they want that? That's going to hurt their pockets. And these are all conversations that are only going to be had in our community, which was the point that I was making. There are certain things that you need to talk about. There are certain things that need to be said, that there are certain conversations that need to be had in our community that you are not going to get with a Dave Ramsey or a Suze Orman or a Robert Kiyosaki. Which is a whole nother conversation because y'all don't even know that nigga lied in this book. Y'all know that, right? So all of y'all who be recommending Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I really be thumbs down in y'all comments every time I see that shit. That's a whole nother topic. But these are conversations that you're not going to have in those communities because it benefits them for you to remain ignorant about certain things. And so the Black people who be like, I'm Black and I'll listen to Dave Ramsey. Okay. I don't know what you wanted me to say to that. Okay. You know why it still worked? Because technically those tips and shit aren't unique to Dave Ramsey. Get out of that. Spend less than you make. Anybody can fucking say that. It just so happens that the person who said it to you is Dave Ramsey. And y'all be like, oh, Dave Ramsey got me out of it. A lot of y'all be lying too, talking about, oh, Dave Ramsey saved my life and you still living the same life you was 10 years ago. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not even about to go into that. I'm not even about to go into that with y'all. Y'all just be saying shit online because y'all really think that man give a fuck about y'all. And he don't. I heard about you from that Anthony O'Neill video. You are on point about AO and the bald head nigga. You know what? I'm about to on everything. He used to constantly put Black women down, and his wife is a chocolate woman. I mean, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? The cool thing about me is I am not beholden to any particular audience. I could literally stop posting on social media today and my pockets won't change. It won't change nothing. My kids will still live a very privileged life. I will be living my life out here in California. Like I'm not interested. I don't care about being a deca millionaire like that bald head ass nigga. I don't. like my whole goal was to be the person I needed when I needed it most. And the emails that I get every day, the comments of people saying how I've changed their lives, the success stories. I get cards in my PO box all the fucking time. Christmas cards from people who have been following me from day one about, second year in our new home that you helped us get. You get what I'm saying? That is what fills my cup. Not the validation of some random ass niggas on YouTube. That's just it. That is what it is. Well, I appreciate you, and you definitely have personally helped me and was relatable and realistic and watched you evolve. So I don't care. I'm gonna stick beside you. Period, sis. Man, you're gonna stick beside me. I mean, I came on here to my PO box. I don't share it publicly, but I'm gonna send it to you. Oh, it's almost time for Christmas cards. So actually, I am gonna put it out. I love getting Christmas cards. My kids love seeing Christmas cards from people all over the world. So every year I do put my PO box out there for people to send me Christmas gifts and stuff like that. Y'all know I was OG Apparel had me in a chokehold last year. Y'all remember that when they sent me all that stuff? So I have no business highlighting or platforming Black businesses on here as long as you're running an ethical business. Stuff like that. But damn, you ain't figure out what I was about to say. Oh, like the point of this video, right? One, I'm not upset that they talked about me. Because I was talking about me too. I'm the shit. Like, why wouldn't y'all want to talk about me? Like at the end of the day. However, what irritated me was the fact that neither one of these men who quote unquote are so for the culture and for the community reached out to me to have a dialogue about this. I am not the only and I am not the loudest voice in the anti Dave Ramsey community. Like I made only a couple videos. Those aren't even my biggest performing videos. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with TikTok, but there we go. That should make it better. Yellow light? I'll take a yellow light. Like, I don't even know. Sorry, there we go. Sorry, take Instagram. My gimbal died, so now I gotta hold it. Like, I'm not mad, right? But I was irritated that y'all supposed to be for the culture. Y'all supposed to be for us, by us, right? And none of you niggas reached out to me to have a conversation. None of you niggas reached out to me to have me on your platform to explain what I'm talking about. Because if you would have realized that nothing that I said was wrong. Did I not say it in a pretty way? Absolutely. We've all talked about my lack of ability to have tact, right? That's not a secret. That is something I've openly admitted to working on. I'm healing, not healed. But I think the thing that was the most disheartening was the comments. So I didn't read any of Anton's comments because I had read a couple of Anthony's, and it was just so wild to me that even though he never attacked me in his video, Anthony O'Neal, not that bald head nigga, even though he never attacked me in his video, there were so many people in the comments who were so focused on me, who went and hunted my page down, scrolled through 2 years worth of content just to find this one fucking video and to attempt to belittle and demean me. First of all, for those of you who had comments about my looks, your mother. I've never understood people who have the audacity to come on here talking about other people and their mother look like Ray Lewis. I've never understood the audacity that you niggas have with coming for a woman in her looks when your wife look like Shrek. I don't get it. I keep telling y'all stop playing with me unless I send for you. And it's just like, it's not clicking. But I advise y'all to keep it cute. If you want to disagree with me, do your thing. Disagree with the content. Don't come for me. Because me, my green hair, and my facial piercings, I got like one good fight left in me. One good fight left in me. I do not mind using it on y'all. I don't. Well, I don't. And plus, what do my looks got to do with anything? Stevie Wonder can't see, but I guarantee you he'd probably agree with some of the shit that I said. Yeah, I ain't like them comments either, sis. Team Markia, period. Like, no comments was just ugly. The comments is really what made me reach out, not them niggas. And it was because, like, people were so blinded by their loyalty to some of these content creators, to these people who genuinely don't give a fuck about them. Because let's be clear, Dave Ramsey don't give a fuck about Anton. And I can't say that about Anthony O'Neal because, he gave him the seed money to start his show. He gave him his start. So another reason why I didn't think that nigga was going to say nothing bad about Dave Ramsey anyway. But, like, this man don't care about y'all, and y'all in that comments eating it the fuck up. Y'all in them comments tearing me down, sis. Y'all in them comments having a Field day. And I better make you feel good, don't it? You think you doing something, right? You thought you ate. Imagine taking your time out of your day to sit there and type them ECRs and BCRs in that man comments. And not only did I not read them, but I don't give a fuck about them. So you did all that for nothing. Ew. And then for him to lie and say he reached out to me, I think that was the biggest smack in the face. Because no, the fuck you did not. Because y'all know if a bitch don't do nothing else, a bitch like to argue. And I would have went on there and argued my point because I know that I'm right. I don't need you to tell me I'm right. I know I am. But I'm real big on don't lie. Don't lie. You can disagree with me, but don't lie with me. Let's not do that. One thing I will always have is integrity. If my time in the military has taught me anything, it's that the only thing I have on this earth is my name. Integrity is a big part of what I do. Integrity, authenticity, transparency, all of that is a big part of who I am. Fuck the brand. It's a big part of who I am. So don't you dare sit there and attack my integrity by saying, "Oh, I tried to reach out and have her, say her piece, but she declined or she ignored me," or whatever the fuck bullshit ass lie you came up with for your audience. A lot of y'all assume that because your audiences are bigger than mine, that y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want about me, and that's just supposed to be it on that. Like, nobody give a fuck about you, sis. Like, oh, that girl from the other day on TikTok, Instagram, I posted it on my story, and then I ended up posting the video about her. But there was a girl on TikTok who posted a video talking about the right way to remove late payments. And so I said it was a lie. And I said why it was wrong. Somebody else tagged me in her comments, and I commented like, "Oh, I already did this one." She was like, "Too bad your video didn't get over 20K views." Why does that matter? Who gives a fuck? It's not about the views. It's about the fact that you're putting out inaccurate information. Y'all be focused on the wrong shit. You worried about getting clicks. You worried about getting likes and not worried about the impact that your content is having on the people who are consuming it. That is what offended me. That is what pissed me off. I said all this to say, one thing about it, a bitch ain't never needed anybody to co-sign or validate anything that I've ever said on any of these motherfucking platforms. Period. I don't even give a fuck what my own mama got to say. Y'all know how many times my mother was like, "Oh my God, Markia, why did you post that? Take it down." No, I'm grown. I didn't pay this expensive ass phone bill for nothing. I'm gonna make my posts. I've never needed anybody to validate or back up anything that I said. You know why? Everything that I say on this platform is rooted in statistics. Everything that I say in this platform is rooted in data. It's rooted in facts. So there is nothing that another nigga can say to me about me being wrong because it's real. It's right. Like, that's it. Like, I don't have, and the crazy thing is that I'm starting to find, I've been saying this for a long time. I am not in the business of convincing people. If you need to be convinced that you don't got your finances together, if you need to be convinced that you got to fix your fucking credit, if you need to be convinced that Dave Ramsey is not the person for you, I am not the person for you. I'm not in the business of convincing people. But if you want to learn, if you want to educate yourself, if you are tired of giving other people power over you, I can teach you. I have no problem. I love teaching. I absolutely love what I do. I'm passionate about it. But I am not in the business of convincing people. And a lot of y'all do this shit because y'all got to convince everybody that you're right. Anton's platform gives very much, I got to convince y'all not to listen to these people. I need to convince y'all that I'm the better option, that I'm the top dog. I don't need to convince a motherfucker nothing because I know I am top dog. Roof, bitch, can't nobody beat me. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm one of one. You're one of many. You're a bald-headed nigga with a microphone. You know how many bald-headed niggas with a microphone exist? So instead, you've designated your platform to belittling Black people and talking down on the same culture that created you. That's ugly. That's stank coochie energy. That's bald head bitch energy. That's my mother gave me a perm when I was 13 and my hair never grew back energy. That's I wipe from back to front energy. That's ugly. And unnecessary. Not where's my donate button. I said everything that I had to say. Fuck Dave Ramsey. Fuck Anthony O'Neal, bad built ass. And fuck that bald head nigga on that fucking morning show. That's where I'm at with it. You know why I'm not interested in coming on your platform now, Anton? Because you done already got all the clicks you finna get off of me. You better hope that shit lasts. I hope that video do numbers for you, my guy, because I will never be on your platform. Not only do I not respect you, I don't respect your audience. That's just that on that. Anthony, you're a weirdo. You've always been a weirdo. I expect you to do weirdo shit. I guess keep doing your thing. I don't fucking know. Like, I mean, y'all really thought y'all would stop. Y'all really thought y'all ate. Y'all really like, well, I can't even say, you know what? And I can't even say Anthony O'Neal because like he ain't really do too much. But Anton really thought he ate. Anton really thought he was stopping motion. Like, baby, you can't stop nothing. Since we on the subject about people who believe in God, in the Bible it says, "What's for me is for me." I don't know where it said that. I just know that y'all told me it's in there. What's for me is for me and can't be taken away from me. Nothing you niggas say is going to take away anything that is designated for me. And anybody who turns away from my platform based on those videos and anybody who kind of like, I will never buy another, da, 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 da. You were never meant for me anyway. You are not meant to go with me to the next level. And I'm okay with that. I've made my peace with that. I don't talk, baby, I don't talk to my own daddy. You think I really give a fuck about a couple missing followers? What's for me is for me, and nothing you bald head ass niggas can say to me will change that. I just realized both these niggas bald head. Y'all think that's Beijing and Anthony? That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Look at me being messy. Like I said, y'all ain't stopping no motion. You can't stop motion. Do you know why? Because this is my path. This is my purpose. This is what I was put here to do. I was put here to change lives. I was put here to give people another way, to show people that your journey doesn't have to be perfect. I was put here to do those shit. I was put here to be the money plug, and I'm gonna keep doing it. Hey, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. Bless you. Aww.
Today's my birthday.
Yes. Oh, today is my daughter's birthday, y'all. Is she woke yet? Y'all about to eat breakfast? Okay, here I come. Go ahead, close my door. Here I come. Well, I'm getting out of here. My thing is people trying to say you sell something and you don't. We give so much away for free. Yo, my shop is actually, hey girl, my shop is actually shut down. For those of you who don't know, every Black Friday, I shut my shop down. And it's usually closed until like the beginning of December, mid-December. And I update it with like new laws. I update the verbiage. I change some stuff around. I add some new products. Like, there's very little videos that you will ever find from me on social media selling you anything. I might get you to sign up for my email list, but even then, I ain't really selling shit on it either. I give a lot of shit away for free. My services ain't free, but I give a ton of shit out here for free. So for the people who think that this is for a check, y'all can kiss my ass. That girl made a video. What girl made a video about my comment talking about I was doing it? Girl, fuck her. She's a fucking nobody. She's somebody who just repeat the same. We're not even gonna get into that. I'm getting ready to call you, girl. But anyway, my daughter is woke. It is her birthday. We are going to go enjoy the rest of our day. We're gonna, the one you can't, yeah. Fuck her. She just trying to be, she being messy. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope y'all enjoyed your holidays. Christmas is coming up. If you really want to save money, don't buy nobody nothing. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. Your message is real. You are appreciated. Thank you, y'all. Y'all know what I always say. For those of you who are new here, whenever we get off the live, we always say the same thing. Live every day like it's your last, but pay your bills and wear condoms just in case it's not. Happy holidays, everybody. Whoever you believe in, I hope they bless y'all. And let's just hope we never have to have this conversation again. I hope I never really have to really drag like I had to drag today. But I'm out.